Well, hello, YouTube. How is everybody doing today? For those of you who don't know, my name is Leo, and I will be your guide today. Today, I am out on Buffalo Mountain at the intersection of Trail 12 and I think it was 42. Let me double check. I know them from memory, not by number. Yeah, 42. That's what I thought. Anyway, being a YouTuber is kind of strange. Or, you try to come up with things that you think will be interesting, that people will like to watch, cool, really cool things. And we've got tons of, here in southern West Virginia, eastern Kentucky, beautiful mountain vistas like this one right here. In fall you can see much really good right here, but there's all kinds of open places. But anyway, what I was getting at is you got 7 days a week. You have to be filming so many days a week, and we were talking about what we were going to do today. And the idea of I've got a really good idea for some carp bait for a fishing video I think you guys might find interesting. We could have done a camping video, cool places, Fish Pond Lake, we've been thinking about going over there, stuff like that. There's all kinds of hints I'm giving you. You just, if you're paying attention, there's hints already. We had the option of that or an underground burning inferno right straight out of Dante, right? Right straight out of Dante's Inferno. An underground coal seam that has caught on fire and is burning underground. That sounds a little bit more interesting than a fishing video now, doesn't it? I thought so. Like I said, I am at the entrance of Trail 12. It comes up the hill, turns right here, and then Trail 12 goes that way. Big mud pit right there. I don't know if y'all noticed, but let me just show you. You see that? Well, that's black and burned. You see that one? Right there. Black and burned. We'll get a little bit closer. Just kind of give you an idea. Just show you. And you can see black burn marks on the ground. Now, I've known about this for many years, and according to some accounts, this has been burning for about 70 years. Sort of like some of you've maybe heard about Centralia, Pennsylvania, except this is much smaller scale, and it's up on top of a mountain, not underneath a town. That's a big difference too. If you're releasing gases up here, is a big difference. But you can see those burns here. Now, when I was a tour guide, mountain guide, you know what I mean? I used to take trail riders through the woods, from this town to that town, show them cool places. This was not one of my stops, although I did know about this place, because it moves. Where it's at today isn't where it's going to be. Look at this. Isn't where it's going to be. You can see black marks all through here. Isn't where it's going to be a month from now. As the coal seam burns, the fire moves on. So what we're going to do today is we are out here on Trail 12. Look at that. And we're going to try to find one of these open crevices where we can actually look down and see, as close to a burning hellscape as you're going to see on this earth. We'll put it that way. Look at that. Burned. Now, I'm actually in luck. It's been a while since I've been on Trail 12 here. I've ridden it several times, but it's been a while. And I was just sitting here, a few minutes ago, just before I started my video. I heard some machines coming down this way. And, just casually, hey, how y'all doing? That kind of thing. Did you happen to smell anything strange or see any smoke? Just out of, I know it sounds a strange question, but, have you? Yeah, we did, as a matter of fact. Right down here around the bend. So, yeah, it looks like, see, I saw on Facebook, we have several Facebook groups, trail riders, that sort of thing, and we're members in other groups, you get it. I happened to see where someone posted about a week ago, seeing the fire up here that it had surfaced. And, that's how they do. They, like in Centralia, Pennsylvania, if y'all wanted to Google that, it'll burn over here. If there's a house there, it'll catch that house on fire. When that coal burns out, the coal seam will continue to burn underground, pop up over here underneath this factory or this school or this hospital or, whatever, and then move over here and come up and just keep right on going. And that's why the town of Centralia had to be moved. But this right here, like I said, this is way up on top of a mountain here in southern West Virginia. Okay. There ain't a whole lot of towns, like I said, up here. But I'm going to take the ATV here in a second, and we're going to head down Trail 12. And we're going to see if we can't find one of these open cracks where you can look right down in there and see a visual representation of Dante's Inferno. Okay, that's what we're hoping for. Now, I don't know. I see a flag somebody's put up. I don't know. For all I know, we may just run into some smoke, some smoldering, some whatever. I don't know. But the picture that I saw, you could, on Facebook, you could look down in there and see the red glow. So that's what we're looking for. You see right here how this is burned right there where the coal seam is under there. Think of it like a great big cheeseburger. And the coal seam is the meat patty, right? All this is the buns, right? All this junk here. When the meat patty catches on fire, the coal seam, and it just continuously burns inside, eventually the top of the cheeseburger is going to squat. And so, that's what you got here. Eventually it does. That's why the town too, it would have places where it would just collapse, where the coal seam would burn to nothing but ash, and poof, great big sinkhole. But anyway, that is what we are looking for today, and we've got really good signs that we're on the right track. Several reports, including one just given to me a few minutes ago, that it is actively burning at the surface right now. So we are going to head out here and go see if we can't find it. I'll be right back, guys. Very interesting. I haven't gone right on the other side of this curve. I came right around here. This is, remember I pointed down there and said, look at that flag? I'm right at the flag. Look right up here. There's some burned stuff down here too. The whole inside of that thing's caught on fire. Look at that. More burned wood. What I wanted to show you, I can't get up there to look at it. Can you see the smoke coming out of the ground right here? And you can see the heat. I can feel the heat. Wow. I don't know if you can see the convection, the waves, how they dissipate the air and make it look foggy like it's moving. I don't know if you can see this, but I can see it right there. And I see a lot of burned ash around that crack as well. But there's smoke right there. Where there's smoke, there's fire, right? That's what they say. Alright, let's head on around here and see if we can find something else. If not, I'll come back and maybe go up that way and just kind of look around from a distance. I can't get up right here because it's a sheer rock face. But maybe come up over that way, go through the woods. Watch my step, of course, not go anywhere near it, but, we'll see what we can see. We'll see, put it that way. Burned right there, black mark. Look at that. smoldering out of that crack right there. You see the black with the soot on the rock? I think we're on the right track. If there aren't any better ones out here, we've got a couple to come back and check out already. Whoa. Chimney. There, 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 there. See smoke right coming out of that one. That is wild. See where some of it's collapsed, looks like. There, couple. Black mark right there. I can smell it strong. All down through here. Wow, look at that. Look at the smoke coming out of there. Wow. Okay, I do believe we're going to have to stop here and check this out. Alright, I got parked, got my helmet off, and got off the trail in case anybody wants by. Looks like somebody has been up checking this one out already. I can feel the heat. I can feel that from here. Wow. Wow, I can feel the heat coming out of that crack. It is incredibly hot back in there. Wow. We are on the right track, ain't we? Look at that one, the tree I just put my hand on. Two there, that's the one we was just looking in right there. This one seems to be slate and rock, so it hasn't caught. I see coal right there, I believe. Little smoke. Wow, look at that one. If anybody's worried, don't be. I'm being careful watching the ground for snakes, and I'm being careful about where I step to. Making sure. Look at that, burned. That's got to be really hot to do that to a tree. He's gonna fall soon, ain't he? Wow. Smoke is coming up out of the ground. You can smell it really strong here too. More on that side of the rock. All the leaves up there are black. That is wild. Trying not to whack myself in the face with one of these sticks here. Wow, look at the smoke coming out of there. Wow, look at that. The whole hillside is just smoky. And it's pretty windy today too. Now there was, I think it was either here or over here where I'm parked at. There used to be, it was some old contraption from, you know, back in the day. It was like a platform and a semicircle that came up. And what they would do is they'd pull the cars in, little coal cars, you know, comes out of the coal mine. And it would take them up and flip them upside down and then bring them back down and dump the coal, you know, you get it. And the coal would go down the slide, down the belt line to, you know, wherever they're loading it at down in the valley. But they moved that. I'll see if I can't find a picture. It's over at Devil's Backbone Adventure Resort up past Mate 1 West Virginia, not too far from here, about half an hour. Same guy owns both places. So he moved it up there. But like I said, now most of the Hatfield McCoy Trail, I should explain, is privately owned land. They just sign leases with the trail authority to cross their land. And that's basically what this is. Wow, check that out. Shame I didn't bring a flashlight. Oh wait, I did. Of course it don't help much from here, does it? Wow, just imagine, look at that coal there. That coal is, at least I can see 5 feet thick. I can see for sure it's 5 feet thick. What happens when that fire hits this coal seam? Just look at that, how pretty. Flowing right out of there, isn't it? You can see where the top has cracked on this and dropped over many a year. Cool looking spot, though, isn't it? Oh, I see smoke over here too. And I hear somebody. I see smoke in the trees, but I can't tell where it's coming from. Could be from some of this stuff. Look at that. Just rolling out of there. Wow. It ain't quite the Dante's Inferno that I'm looking for, but that's a pretty good start. And we've got the two we're going to maybe check on the way back, and that one looks pretty wild right there. And that, of course, you know, I think that kind of speaks for itself. Imagine this though, 100 years ago, how there would be no, you know, no side-by-sides or, you know, no people for miles really. You work up here. This is your job. You have to get all the way up here and then go underground. And you can see some cinder blocks over here. I just noticed those. Alright, pay close attention to the ground. It is that time of year. We're near water. We're near rocks, really good hiding places. So yeah, watch the ground. The light don't help much, does it? You can see cinder blocks right there. There was something there. And then of course the entrance. Still see coal over there. Look at that. It's about, looks like it's about 4 feet deep in the middle. Very smoky here. You can smell it real strong. Wow. That is crazy, ain't it? And that it's been doing it this long, too. Some stories say as long as 70 years this has been burning. And like I said, I remember it burning, but you know, you could never include any of this stuff in the tour because you never knew what it was going to be. Or if it was going to be. Alright, I'm going to load up and head on down and see what else I can find. See you guys in a minute. Big coal seam right there, just waiting for its spark. Got it. I don't see any smoke though. We'll go on around. We'll maybe look at that one on the way back. Y'all bear with me. There's some black right there, some burned trees. Yeah, y'all bear with me. I'm doing all this one-handed. You know, it's not a it's a manual steering. It don't have power steering. We're doing it one-handed anyway. I see a lot of stuff that's burned all through here. That black on the bottom. Ground's been so hot it's scorched the trees that are down. Pretty view, isn't it? Beautiful day. Bigger one. Almost deeper than he looked. Gas line running right through a coal fire. What could go wrong? I see a bunch of burned stuff out through there. See no smoke though. Look at that. Wow. of them. I'd say the fire's what killed them, most likely. Here. Nah, we don't see you. They're right there, looking at me. Right there. Nah, for real, I can't see you. You're hid. Okay. Bye. Alright, it's the intersection with Trail 15. So we need to circle back and head back down to the beginning of 12 where the smoke was and check out those two. See you guys in a minute. I'm gonna zip back down there. Now this is about halfway back. I'm on the end of the point. Trail 12 started down there, you know, where the fire is, and that's end where it ties into 15. I did notice something. I don't know if y'all caught this on the way up. I'd never noticed this before. What do you see there? I see a railroad grade track line right there. You see it? That probably went out to these coal mines. Look there. Bees. Do not step there. You see that? It's a yellow jacket nest going in the ground right there. I was just curious if there was anything that could either confirm or deny that this was a railroad track. You know, if there was old tracks or, you know, railroad tie, which I guess railroad ties would have burned, wouldn't they? And track would have probably been moved somewhere else. It certainly looks like it though, don't it? You can see all kinds of burned. Look at this big one here. It's burned way up in there. One laying down. That looks wild, don't it? And put your little cabin right here. I wouldn't even cut the canopy. I'd leave it right where it's at. I'd love to camp here. I really would. I'd love to camp right there. But it's on the trail system. You're not allowed to camp here. I see all kinds of burned. Look at that. It's black where it's burned. Bottoms of the trees. Wow, how hot does that have to be? Tree lived. It survived it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with it. Probably was a railroad track. We'll never know. All right, let's head on back down to that big fire and see what we see. Look here, just stop to show y'all something else right here. Another deer right there. We have a couple. But these here are some old punch mines. I came on past, mud hole, came on past the one that was smoking the most, the big crevice. That one just goes a little ways, about 15-20 feet. (25-30 feet). About 15. And that you can still see the coal. There's plenty fuel left for the fire. That's wild, isn't it? The deer right over top of me too. And this is a little closer look at one of the ones that's burning at the surface, and you can see the crack coming right around through there and going up by that tree. You can see where it's been under here because it fell in right there, that big old tree. So I ain't going out there. I was going to go out there and show it to you guys, but yeah, that looks like it just might be a bit unstable if you step in the wrong spot. So I think we'll just look at that one from here. And we've got the other one that I want to go check out. There was two that I wanted to stop and see if I could see anything. But you can see where it's burning right there at the surface where the smoke's coming up. But like I said, it's too risky to get over there. I climbed up. You can see I climbed up right here. The ATV's down there behind those trees on the trail. I climbed up right back here. But this is about as close to this one as I can get. All right, let's go check the other one. Check that out. One here, all over through there. It's just pouring out of the ground. Hang on. Let me get a light. Not see if it'll help or not. I don't know if it will in all that smoke. Not really, does it? That's why I was never on the tour, because you never know when the red, the fire is going to be at the surface. So, one good thing though, it looks as though lunch is ready. Oh yeah, lunch is ready, y'all. What? Don't give me that look. You know you wanted me to roast a hot dog on this. Now you know you did. Don't even act like you didn't. You know you did. Anyway. All right, we ready? We ready? What, you didn't think I was going to eat that, did you? Really? That is wild though. Check that out. I just wanted to see if you could eat up a hot dog on it. Yeah, it works. That is cool. I mean, it's bad in the wrong places, but I guess it's harmless enough up here. There's another one back in there. That is wild looking. Alright, I guess that's about it. There's none. I don't see any red at the surface, but yeah, I think this qualifies. I do believe. Anyway, alright guys, hope y'all enjoyed some of the pretty scenery today and coming out here and just goof off, have a little bit of fun. You know how it is. And just kind of spend a little bit of quality time that isn't bad news. You know what I mean? Anyway guys, listen, y'all have a really good day, and we will see you next time. Leo out.